What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Sensei Don't Play. You are tuned in right now to the Are You the One After Show. This is Season 5, Episode 6, Party Hard, Love Harder. And we got one of the babes from last season, Prosper, in the building, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey.
Okay. Turn up.
You know.
Yo, Tori, I heard you had a twerk contest. I'm just saying, yo,
Okay. We
hey.
gon' bring it back. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sensei Don't Play. I'm your host for tonight. You know, everyone's on their business. You know, they held it down for me last week, so I had to hold it down for the whole squad this week, but it's all good because I got an amazing co-host with me. And ladies, you guys are not going to be disappointed because I got one of the babes from last season, Prosper, with me.
What's up?
How you feeling?
I'm good.
You all the way from New York.
Yeah. It's
You
good to
here
be back
in
in
Cali.
LA. It's good to be back in LA.
You know what I'm saying?
Always
Here
a
at
pleasure.
AfterBuzz TV.
The weather's nice. They said it was raining it's been raining.
It has been raining.
But it's a beautiful day today.
But you know what? The grind don't stop.
Right.
It definitely don't. In this episode, stays stopping in the same place because they ain't getting nowhere.
Oh man, this is just it's just.
They've been sticking with these three beams, okay, which we will get into later.
Right.
But I want to start off with this episode. You know, Shannon and Alicia got into it last episode at the matchup.
Yeah.
Because apparently Alicia is just wanting to get in,
Hannah.
the way. Yeah. Did I say Shannon?
Yeah, Hannah.
Oh,
Hannah.
Hannah. Why did I say?
It's all good.
Okay. Yeah.
I
See,
got
this
you,
is why you here.
I got you. See.
So yes, Hannah and Alicia were getting into it. Basically, she was feeling some types of ways because Alicia's wanting to get it in with Ozzy.
Yeah.
So do you like the way Alicia handled it, like towards Hannah
Listen,
in the beginning?
man, being on the show, that's how you got to handle it, because that's literally what Hannah did to her, a few episodes ago.
That is true.
So you can't be that salty. You got to just be like, all right, you got it.
Yeah.
So she was a little salty, but it's like, that's how you got to play the game, in real life and actuality, maybe it might be a little different,
Right.
But you there to win the money.
Game.
Exactly. You got to play the game,
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of these people, they're not playing the game. I mean, we get it. Okay, you're stuck in a house for a while and you build these connections with people.
Right.
And it's very hard for you to get out of that. I mean, in real life. But it's like, it's just crazy because it's like, okay, this isn't real life.
Right.
This is literally a game.
Right.
You're on an island
But
trying to find
that's
love.
what it does to you. You're on an island, like you're secluded from everyone. You're in a house. You can't leave, and you're forced to play the game. It messes with your psyche. You almost trick yourself into saying, "Yo, this is real life. Like this is, this is I really love her. This is the girl, or this is the dude. Where it's just like, what we all signed up for.
Exactly.
If
like
there's no match, you gotta move on. You gotta put these feelings aside, even though it may be hard, but.
Exactly. Well, we start off with Derek talking to Andre and Taylor, and basically Andre saying that he could be in love with her.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. I mean, honestly, it's weird because I be having these vibes like, okay, I don't think they're a perfect match. It's just so hard when you have so many things in common and, you feel like it's going to end up a certain way. So they're over here, really in love and invested.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it that, but
infatuation.
Yeah. I think it's more of that, more of a little infatuation, like especially with Andre, how he feels with Taylor. I feel like Taylor was just kind of like, all right, what's the dude's name? The bad dude.
Tyler.
Tyler.
Yes,
Kind of like Tyler doesn't want me, like And then Andre kind of scooped in, being like the Prince Charm, on a horse type of,
I think Andre likes the fact that Taylor's never been with a black guy.
Yeah,
so.
and that's dope.
He's like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like,
number one.
Right, and like you got to respect the game. He's just like, all right, cool, I can do this. She's obviously gonna give me a try because she has to play the game. She doesn't know, so. I definitely thought it was dope, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, it wasn't surprising that.
Yes, and talking about attractive black men, I just want to give a shout out to Jalen because I watched the episode last week, and I feel like a lot of people really ain't giving him the love that he really deserves.
I see you, Jalen.
Okay,
I see you, bro. I see you, bro.
We see you.
It's my little bro
okay,
right there.
We watch it. So I just wanted to give you a shout out this episode today. So they got into the challenge called Get Your Priorities Straight. And it was pouring down rain. I love the rain, actually.
Yeah,
I
me
can't
too.
even lie. So I've been enjoying the
Yeah.
rain lately. Pretty much they had to go and dig up priorities and rank their values. And
Right.
hopefully, you know, they can match up with the same
Right,
values
right,
and
yep.
priorities. So they had to get down and dirty. And honestly, I do like the mud. I can get down and dirty. But
Can
if my
you?
nails were on point, like, I'd have been like, hold up. I need to find another way to be digging these holes. Like, I'm just saying from a female's
Yeah.
perspective.
Respect.
I mean, Alicia was saying, she was like, I broke a nail.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they'd be able to go to, like, nail salons. Were you guys able to go to nail salons?
Man, nah, not even like barbershop. Luckily, yo, shout out to my homie Morgan, man. You know, he used to come and shape us up.
Oh, word?
You know, he used to just like give me a little fader.
little
Like I
something.
couldn't let him, you know, give me that the shape up. But yeah, it was a struggle.
Oh, my God. So you really
You know.
couldn't get, like, pampered or nothing?
Nah,
Oh,
but you know, we made it happen though. We made it happen.
Yeah, I mean, y'all still looked fly and
Yeah, yeah.
everything. So yeah, they had to dig up these priorities, and Derek and Carrie were ones to look out for. Hannah
Yeah.
and Michael, which I kind of like that situation going.
Yeah, I did too. I just feel like they just haven't taken the time to get to know each
Exactly.
other. So then they do the worst
They
in the show.
did do
So
the
I mean,
worst.
that's just a result of that. You know, that
No,
that doesn't
totally.
mean anything. Like if you actually, if you're watching like all the episodes, that actually will make sense for them to be,
A perfect match
yeah,
in a way.
than anybody else. I feel like,
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean-
Mike. Yo, Mike's actually my favorite character.
He's funny, right?
Yo, no, he's funny, but he's real, yo. Like
He is
he's one of
real.
yo, like he'll just tell you how it is. Like I wouldn't say he's my favorite. I think he's one of my favorite, but I show him a lot of love because like yo, he just keeps it real. Like
He definitely does. I mean,
You know
especially
what
with
I
the
mean?
whole Gianna situation.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, she was over here trying to claim Hayden, and then she
You know
was
what's
over
up.
here, getting in the closet with Michael.
Mike is like, yo, he's like, she think I'm Hercules and so she said something like that like the last episode. I was just like, yo, man, respect, yo. Like he's just chilling.
Yeah, no, I definitely
know?
feel it. So I was like looking out for them. I mean, we definitely find out later that they did not get any matches
Yeah.
on that.
Oh man.
Hayden and Carolina, I really like them.
Oh yeah, I like that too, man. You know.
What were you irritated about?
Just the Gianna, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just happy that, Hayden is like, all right, like I could, he's
Yeah.
opening up, he's moving on, and
I'm so glad.
I like Carolina because she's, she's persistent.
She
She's like, yo, I
is.
like you, like move on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man.
And don't get me
'cause-
wrong, like, Gianna, she's just one of those females, I feel like, that take advantage of sweet, nice guys.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a good dude.
He
He's a good
seems
dude.
like a good dude through the television.
He's like
I want him
too
to
good.
find real love.
He's like too
Yeah.
good to hang out with me. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, bro. But at the same time, I respect it. I'm just like, yo, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, you don't want him to be taken advantage. I'd rather
And-
see him with a good girl
Exactly.
that's gonna appreciate and like.
And he's playing the game.
Right. No, he really is, so.
He is. He put himself out there. He didn't
Yeah.
totally get involved. Now here comes Alicia and Ozzy.
Right. right.
Hannah was feeling some types of ways
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Back to the triangle. It's just like, hey, man. Like, I mean, in this society, you can call Alicia a whole bunch of names. You know what I mean? But like, hey, listen, Gio did the same thing. In our season. Even though it's like a dude wise, I know it's crazy, but like he got a lot of
Yeah.
heat for it. Like,
I mean,
dropping
Gio
and
was
coming
crazy.
back. I know that's my dude though. But at the same time, it's just like, yo,
Yeah.
hey, if you gotta move on, you like.
I mean, I guess it is kind of like a low-key double standard in a way, because when guys do it, it's not as bad. Like when women do it, it's kind of
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like, she's doing it, and to me, I'm just like, yo, go ahead, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not a match. Like, I don't. They ain't no hate in my blood. So if if I just see somebody like, I went in the truth booth with, and we're not a match, and I still have feelings about her. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even if I have these crazy feelings about her, like, I'm not about to go over there and like mess up somebody else's situation because
Right.
they could be a perfect match. That's just not me. That's just not my
That's true,
game.
but I guess it all kind of goes back to the previous episodes where,
Yeah.
When Cam and Eddie were a match,
Yeah.
and she went and had sex with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think
you know what I mean?
that kind of brings it more attention to the situation now. I feel like if that wouldn't have happened, I feel like
Yeah.
it
I
wouldn't
guess that
have
was just
been
like a-
that big of a deal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, even that, man, I'm just like, yo, before they go into the honeymoon suite, that's like before you get married, yo, you better get all that shit.
See, I can't, y'all.
Hey,
See,
I
I
just,
cannot.
I'm just saying, man.
Girl
like,
versus the boys tonight, y'all.
hey, just listen, man. Again, it's it's
but
tough.
it is life.
Again, it's tough,
happens.
yo. It's a
Shit
game.
happens.
Yo, listen, at least y'all get to see it. In real life, you wouldn't even be able to see that.
That is so true.
that's what I'm saying.
It be
Like,
happening right in front of your face.
it happened for you. So, like, you obviously got to address every situation, you know, like,
That is true.
everything. So at least it's right there, you know what I mean? So that's why I said I respect it. I'm not going to be, you know, playing sides, you know what I mean? Because you got to respect it. You're right there, yo. Like, you had a deal. You make people cry.
Right.
You're crying in front of people's faces. Like, you can't run away from nothing in the house.
Prosper
So.
making points, y'all.
All day, all day.
All day. So Derek and Carrie won. They were actually number one. No, number one was Taylor and Andre.
Yo.
They were number one, and they had a good feeling about it in the beginning anyways.
Right.
They had a lot of conversations, and I'm sure they talked about everything.
Yo.
And then Derek and Carrie won, which I was excited to see them on a date.
Yeah, I think that's a cute couple right there. Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
I like that. Definitely. So they ended up, before that, they got a surprise to go to the Carnival private party. So this is where shit goes down. Okay, this is where you find out who wants to hook up with who.
Yeah, that party, yo.
And the people that you don't think hook up end up hooking up.
Listen, man. Even our season, man. Like,
yeah, y'all was lit.
I mean, that party was dope. Ours was definitely way more lit. You know, way more lit. But at the same time, you already know, like, when you at that party, it's just like, yo, turn up. Yeah, just, you know, you can grab who you really want to, you know. And
wait, so where do you guys get the outfits? Do they like supply you with stuff?
Yeah, they supplied us with all that. But we had to get creative. Like, yo, in my season, like, I had like this stick, like this, you know, and I found it. Like, you were in Hawaii, so I just found it and like I, you know, put it. I was like, all right, this completes my whole outfit. I'm the king of the jungle.
I remember that. I actually think, shout out to Abby. She's one of our hosts here. I think that night sealed the deal for her. When she saw you in that outfit, she was like, Prosper. So, yeah, she said, I know, she said that she's not here
Shout out to Abby.
Yeah, shout out to Abby.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is kind of where it all kind of goes down. We see Gianna and Michael again, you know, vibing out together. Hayden and Carolina, they're growing. They kiss. You know,
right, man.
Y'all, this show's crazy. It'd be really having you attached to shit. It's like,
poor girl. She was waiting too, man. I would have made her wait. All right, Carolina, I would have made you wait for that kiss, but yo, like I said, you know, it was dope though, cause you know the timing was right, and like in parties and atmospheres like that, he's just like, yo, what am I doing?
Like why am I even thinking about another girl?
You know. That's what I'm saying. And the game does it to you. You be like thinking about this one girl, and it's like, yo, you have other options.
There's so many other options, and there's so many options that don't even have options.
That's what I'm saying. So like, you know, even in the house, they'll still call you, you know, whatever, you're being this and that, promiscuous, where it's just like, yo, you got to play the game, you know?
No, definitely. So here comes the threesome. This is probably the biggest thing that happened at the party. Pretty much Ozzy and Hannah were totally vibing, doing their thing, you know, and Alicia was not having it.
Oh, no.
So she was definitely thinking of some ways. She made her way to the water. You know, gave her a little Baywatch scene. Okay. She was like, if I can't get him emotionally,
that ass look really nice too.
I'm gonna get him physically.
Yeah.
Let's get physical.
No, all right. Hey man, you know, I ain't gonna say that's the way to do it, but hey girl, just do what it do. You know what I mean?
I mean, look.
And if you really want to do it like you, I ain't gonna say that's the way to really, you know, get a dude to like,
it's
but
clearly physical.
But hey, man, in the situation, like, you know, calls for drastic measures, I guess.
But how it went down was so awkward because they were sitting on a bench. Hannah was right there. Ozzy's sitting there. She literally starts straddling him and making out with him, and Hannah's like, in his face, like,
again, that's what the game does. In real life, I mean, it probably would have happened when she went to the bathroom or something like that, or, you know, or...
Well, I'm
just saying, like...
I mean, I'd rather for that situation to happen when I'm away.
Oh, yeah,
like,
when you left in the Uber.
Mad disrespectful.
But,
She's sitting right there.
Hey, the game really has, like, no rules, kind of.
I mean, clearly.
Right,
there was no rules, so she got up. And I expect her to be more upset than Hannah. Like, I expected her to just, like, really lose it.
I mean, she couldn't. If they didn't go into, like, the true proof or anything like that.
That is true.
I mean, honestly, it would have actually been a totally different scenario, but at the same time, you know, she couldn't. Because she knew, she's like, she has to play the game
she
too.
was just like,
Yo, and Hannah pimp
But I
game
would've
strong
felt
too,
so
yo.
stupid,
Yo,
though,
Hannah's pimp
like-
game is strong, yo. Like,
I can imagine.
you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
yo, for
No, I
real.
can
Like,
imagine.
don't let it fool you. Like I'm saying, like she swooped in too on Andre on
That
it.
is
So
true.
you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, so she was just like, all
That
right,
was
we
offensive.
she was sitting there like, all right, we even in our head. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, don't play.
Oh, yeah, they definitely was not playing. It was
Don't
back to
play.
back.
Don't play.
He over here using my words and shit. Don't play.
You know,
Okay.
Sensei, don't play.
Okay. Yeah, so that happens. And I mean, I was like, what the fuck?
But it's crazy,
So,
though.
yeah,
It's
that
crazy.
was the craziest thing that
Definitely.
happened. I
You know.
mean, there's always a crazy situation, and
Right.
that was the situation.
Right.
So let us know what you guys think about that in the comments, because I'm sure you guys will, and I'm sure you guys will be
Definitely.
hating. So they end up going on this date, which I feel like was the most romantic date, I think, this season. Except
Yeah.
for the jumping in the water part. But,
Yeah.
like, it's not really cute, like,
Yeah.
jumping up in there, you know?
Nah, I think.
But I like a good oasis.
Yeah, I think the date was something that they needed, you know. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like they obviously spent a lot of time together in the house and stuff, but
Yeah.
you know, the date's always cool because you really can just say what you want, you know, without, you know, worrying
Mm-hmm. People
about
around
exactly. People be
and-
eavesdropping in the house,
Oh,
yo.
I can
Like, yo,
imagine.
shit's crazy. Like, you be sitting there and then you get it. I swear, you'll be sitting there in the house and say something to your boys or whatever, and then like 10 minutes later, somebody will pull you like, we want to have a talk with you. We just heard you say something. You're like, what?
Well, that kind of happened. I think it was the last episode.
Yeah.
Gianna was
Yo,
overhearing
that
what
happens.
Tyler
It
said.
happens so many times, yo. So
I
like
mean,
it was cool to
people
see
be
them.
playing telephone up there.
Right. So it's cool to see them on a date, yo, and just, you know, like
Vibing
really,
out
yeah, really
and-
vibing, yo. So
Except for
Shout out to them.
Derek and Carrie. Carrie was not trying to get up in that water.
yeah, oh
But
man.
you know what? I have
She
been
like
there
that,
on a
yo.
cliff one time. Like, you know how I ended
Come
up
on,
doing
Carrie.
it? It might have not been the gracefulest way.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I
I was,
did it.
I would have did what Derek did. That's my bro, man. He's
Yeah,
like,
he
yo,
was
listen,
like,
bye, girl. I'm
I
gonna meet
feel
you there.
But
I'm
I
outta
didn't jump in
here.
this water.
Yes, I need to experience DR, man. Like,
Right.
that's what it is, yo.
So,
You just
I
gotta
mean,
be.
yeah, it would have been dope though if she just did it. But I feel you. That is very nerve wracking how
Yeah.
high like
But
those
that's
cliffs
what I'm
can
saying.
be.
But that's why you're there. It's just like, yo, you gotta jump. You know.
Right.
So
Jump into a water you don't know what's underneath. But,
hey, sometimes you just
but I
gotta
feel
take
like
a
they
chance.
wouldn't let you jump in something that's gonna kill you. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
of course
like, let's all be real. But
Right.
if you're afraid of heights, yeah, you shit out of luck. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, Taylor and Andre, they have a deep conversation, you know, being like, "You're the one for me."
Right, right,
Like,
right.
Andre, you do some smooth talking. You made me really believe it through the
Shout out- yo,
television.
shout out to Drake,
out.
man.
Yeah, he be really knowing what to say, and
I
it's so
mean-
natural with it. You know, you be making these girls fall in love through the television. We like, oh yes,
Yeah.
Andre, we need someone like you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so yeah, they were having a moment, which was cute, but we all know what was about to happen at that truth booth.
Yeah.
So let's get into that. So they get back from the date, and meanwhile, while they were at the date, everyone was voting, and it's clear and obvious that Taylor and Andre were gonna get
Right, right.
set in. And before they have the matchup, you know, Ryan loves to get all the information. I want to know who be
Yeah,
sending him
Ryan.
this information too. I mean,
Ryan.
it's probably definitely the
This
producers.
is basically Ryan. Oh yeah.
They're
All right.
hooking up right now? Okay, well, I'm going to
Yeah,
make sure I'm
yeah.
going to say that, you know.
Yeah, he's the X factor. He's the one that just turns up on.
Right.
Like you don't even know. He'd be like, "You gonna let him get away with that?" You'd be like, "You right, Ryan? What's up?"
He be instigating.
Yeah, low key. You don't even realize though. 'Cause you just like it's just Ryan there,
That's
but
hilarious.
he's slick
but
with
he
it, man.
really is. And
He'll
so
get
he
you.
started talking, you know, the whole Hannah situation with Ozzy. And,
Yo.
you know, Ozzy's telling her that he loves her.
Yeah.
But then he's totally like, but I'm just, you know, we need to play the game and
Right,
stuff like
right.
that. So he's just all a mess. Yeah. So we put in Taylor and Andre into the truth booth, and they come out no match. But
Negative.
they had the choice to make the trade. Do you think
Right.
it was smart that they didn't take the trade?
Nah. I mean, I think they should have just try to figure it out,
Figure it
man.
out, yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, just imagine them just being together, taking the trade, and then they definitely wouldn't have broke up the whole time.
For sure.
And then
And then there
it definitely would have, it would have messed up the whole. So it's just like, yo, get it out the way, man.
No, I
like,
definitely
we never
agree.
had that. We thugged it out and figured it out. So like, it's definitely possible for them. So I'm glad they
Yeah.
just was like, yo, let's just, keep.
I feel like it is a little bit harder though because they have 11 now.
True. The
So-
possibilities definitely.
Exactly. So they can't really strategize as much as you guys were able to.
Right.
because of, I think you guys get the 10 matchups, and now they have this 11 one, which they haven't been doing the best. I mean, I don't really know what else they could really do. Yeah. I mean, they are kind of playing.
They better bring out them M&Ms and peanuts and start
something.
Yo, for real. Listen, man, that's what we did, yo. I mean, listen, man, the game is definitely part, love and heart, but it's definitely, you got to play with strategy because it is a game. So
that's what the fuck it is. Okay. So they go in there and they find out they're no match, and they didn't take the money. And the thing was, everyone knew they weren't about to be a match. That's the thing. It's like the people who are the closest have not been a match. And even when Cam and Eddie, they thought they was close, and then Eddie was over here hooking up with somebody else. So it's like, what the hell? Like, you cannot even like do this whole like hearts love shit, because that's not the game. Honestly, they're like, play with your hearts. Hell to the no. Like, clearly with this season, you play with your heart gonna get broken.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Sometimes you just got a lot of love to give,
I mean, I guess. All. So then we see them come into the house, and they was not having it. They were like, I'm not talking to anyone.
Nobody. I was just like, word, at least,
like, hold up. Like, at least say,
at least,
man, like, give us a minute, y'all. Like, she was hella salty. Yeah. But I think it's because everyone at this point is so over it because they just knew they weren't gonna match.
Right.
So I feel like everyone's just not giving a fuck right now.
Yeah.
Like,
this season is a little.
It's kind of like.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
We had a lot.
Season.
Our season had a lot of good camaraderie.
But I think it's this season they want to stick with each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's starting to get to the point where they're like, I am not leaving his side. Like, we're gonna do what you guys want, but we're not gonna break up. Yeah. And luckily, I mean, a couple of them have broken up. Like, the Hayden Gianna situation. They're moving forward. I mean, we still got this Ozzy and Hannah situation, but that's about to be squashed too. I mean,
right.
So I mean, I think it's just that ultimate. Out of the truth booth, their hearts are crushed, and they're gonna get over it eventually after that liquor, and they hopefully find someone else. I mean,
sleep on it a little bit.
Poor Osvaldo, like he needs to find some love. Like,
yo,
what the
right,
hell?
man.
Like, someone give him some love. Like, I wish it was him and Tanny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was real. That was dope, though. That was dope. That episode was dope. That whole, that whole relationship.
It really was.
Because I even I've seen the side of her and the side of him. I was just like, word, this is
like that one really pissed me off.
It makes you a believer. It really makes you a believer. Like in the whole everything. I was sitting there like, okay, like that's what's up. Because then I put myself back there and like I try to like really like empathize of like the feelings of me with like the girl that I either matched with or was potentially going to truth booth with, or even just the other couples. And I was just like, yo, it's definitely real at one point when there's a certain time, there's a certain point when you think like, is this really real? Am I really feeling this? Do I what? Like I'm saying, so it's tough, yo. It's definitely
that was one tough matchup. I was like, oh hell no, they should have let Tierney find some love. Like they got me fucked up. Like they would have been a perfect match.
It's all good. She's strong, man. Shout out to Tierney, yo.
No, I like her. She's
definitely
dope. So yeah, they. I don't even know how they were like. They were gonna try to do strategy on this matchup, right?
Yeah,
Is that what they were talking
what
about?
What are they doing? Mixing everybody? Was it?
They were gonna sit Taylor with Osvaldo and Andre with is it Cassandra?
Oh, Cassandra, yep.
Cassandra. So I don't even know why the hell they did that. Like
so
like that's so random. I mean, I guess like Taylor and Osvaldo had a beam one time, but I mean it didn't change the beam. So we get to the matchup.
Right.
Cassandra and Andre, which I feel like Cassandra was kind of irritated because her and Joey had been having this connection, which I'm like feeling. I'm like, okay, I can see them together. Yeah. Alicia and Ozzy, they had their situation. Cam wanted to put her 2 cents in, which I'm not mad at her for. She's feeling all types of ways, which girl, I'm not mad at you about that.
Queen bee right there.
And then Ozzy mumbling and stumbling off of his words. It's all good though.
It's difficult.
Yeah, I'm just, moving forward.
It's all good.
Tyler and his boo that he's just been bringing around. Girl, you need to move far on. I can't. Literally, you're just Tyler's boo because, girl, I can't.
Little side.
No tea, no shade, all the shade. Taylor and Osvaldo, poor Osvaldo.
Poor Osvaldo.
Taylor's like, I mean, there's just no attraction. Like, bitch, he's cute. Yeah. Stop playing. Like, girl, you know what they say. wants to go back.
Yeah, never
back.
go.
So she was like, she had that in her mind. She was like, you know, we saying facts here.
Yeah.
So we had Hannah and Michael, a cute situation. I'm really loving that. That's cute. I hope they grow with that. Yeah, we'll see.
What's up. But Mike's a dude that, you know, he'll keep Hannah like straight, and like he'll keep all the other stuff off, because he's just a real dude. Like he'll say something to her and she'll just be like, "Well, you right."
Yeah, his vibe's cool. I like his vibe. Gianna and Jersey Mike. She was just like, Mike. Mike, I'm just picking you, Mike.
Mike's cool, man. Mike's that dude. I don't really see him much.
You know, I liked
except for the first episode.
and Carrie.
Yeah.
I liked that situation a little bit too.
What happened to that? Did they go in?
You know, they didn't. I think they just kind of just.
Yeah, no, that I actually liked it. That was
kind of a cute situation. I could see them being that cute, like little Jersey couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Hayden and Carolina. These were like the most that I was like, okay, shit, I want to talk about these. You know, Hayden and Carolina. That's dope. I like that situation. I think they could be a match, but we see the beams, and literally they only got 3 beams, and this has been the same situation.
Was it 3? 4?
Well, 4 counting.
Oh, right, it was 3. So
Cam
3
and Eddie,
new,
but 3 new, but that's been the same.
Damn. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think maybe they got to figure out who is actually like getting matched up at every ceremony, maybe.
Yeah, man.
You know, because it's the same damn 3 beans. I don't know. They're gonna have to figure out something.
Listen, man, like I said, they gonna put them M&Ms and them peanuts and all these other things on the table, and you know, just try to figure it out. Yeah. That's partially how we did it. You know what I mean? You have to.
And you coming off of the show, you know, and maybe some advice to the recent people, cast members, you know, watching this, like give them advice, like what have you been doing since the show aired? Like you've always been kind of doing music for a long time. Tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
Yeah, so I mean, I've always been passionate about music and performing. And when I got the opportunity to do MTV, I just seen this as a great opportunity to, you know, promote myself as an artist, but also you know, just as a person
and a personality,
and
show your
exactly,
face.
you know, and I just, you know, I definitely, you know, really got to work after I came off the show, and you know, really, you know, kind of game plan of, you know, what I really wanted to do, and you know, I just finished a book. It's a book on.
Y'all, he wrote a book.
So I finished the book on dating and relationships from the millennial male's perspective. So and it's just one of those things that, you know, I've always wanted to put together, and you know, it's one of those books that, you know, it's something that you may not want to hear, you know, but it's something that you may need to hear, and you know, it's cool. And it's not, I'm not giving dating advice or anything like that. It's just, you know, it's just perspective of like, you know, this is the way I look at it, and you know, I got so much like questions and from the show after when I came off, I'm like, you know, this is perfect. You know, I definitely want to give people like who I am, you know, because you know, the TV, it's tough, you know, reality TV, like they don't really get to know you, you know, it's just a character, you know, so.
Well, and it just really kind of depends, like, you know, how they're gonna make you look.
Right.
So you have to be very careful with that too, because sometimes people just get ruined from reality TV too.
Exactly.
You know, so you gotta be very careful. So that's amazing. So next week we see on the teaser, we should get into predictions. How about we do that? Let's drop that beat.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
It's getting creepy right now.
You know. So we see in the next episode. I mean, to be honest, I really don't. Do you remember? Did you see what was? I mean, I think we obviously Alicia. This whole situation with Alicia is about to get a little bit crazier.
Yeah, definitely,
you know?
definitely.
Hopefully, we get to see.
What was the preview?
We're so bad, you guys. I mean, honestly, this
damn
is
DVR. We just fast.
You know what? Since we had this crazy, I'm gonna just tell y'all what it's gonna be. Okay. So I feel like hopefully we see a little bit more Hannah and Michael.
Definitely. Yeah, I hope
what's one of your favorite couples right now? Like, who do you think's?
Yeah. Well, listen, one of my favorite right now, I would say, is Hayden and Carolina.
Okay.
I just want to see that. Yeah, I just want to. You know what I mean? Like you know, like no matter how you feel about the show, you want to at least watch, like you want to at least believe it, you know, at least, you know, so, you know, I definitely want to see that play out. I want to see Hayden do his thing. And that's one thing we're going to see next
week. I think they're heating up a little bit, and they're not being shy around Gianna.
Yeah, you know.
There might be some tea in that situation. Do you think they're going to get the money?
I don't know. I hope so.
I hope so too.
I mean, I just feel like, if they you have to put strategy into it, you know, like you have to. So if they can do that by the end, or at least, you know.
I think they have like what, 3 more episodes.
Hey, listen, Devin from season 3 did it at the last.
He was not playing.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Shout outs to him, man. Devin, you know, they
That's
coming
why
out with
he
a new
doing well
show
on the
too.
challenge
Yo,
too, okay?
for real, like, you know, the last day, they put the whole strategical, you know, plan together and they figured it out, you know. So, listen, man, you just gotta be like, all right, yo, let's just figure this thing out.
Personally, where I think they are now, I don't know if they're gonna get the money. So it might be the first season where they don't win the money. So y'all better find out.
Man. Let's hope.
The love
you know?
is there, cause you know that might be the only thing they walk away with.
Right.
So yeah.
Let's
so where
hope,
can
man.
everyone find you, follow you?
Oh,
all your
yeah.
links. Let them know.
Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat is IamPMuna. That's IAMPMUNA. You can find me there. Hit me up. I follow everybody back. So yeah.
There you go. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Much
it was
love.
so much fun. And you know where to follow me everywhere at Sensei Don't Play.
Play.
The whole
This girl
squad
don't play, yo.
will be here next week. So make sure you guys tune in. Thank you guys so much. And y'all have a good night. And we will too.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.